You think I don't feel anything when your hand runs down my back? You're wrong. I feel everything. Every finger, every pressure point, every second when you hesitate, not sure whether to keep petting or pull away. But what you call a caress sounds completely different to me. You pet me, and I hear a question. A quiet, unspoken question that you didn't even know you were asking. Does she have enough meat on her thighs? Is she ready? Is today the day? I'm not a cat. I'm not a dog. Let's get that straight from the beginning. We never made an evolutionary deal. We never traded affection for safety. Cats purred their way into your caves. Dogs learned to read your eyebrows and your smiles. But us? We were never your companions. We were your pantry. Walking, clucking, feather-covered refrigerators. And deep down, in a part of my brain that's older than your entire species, that has never been forgotten. Just yesterday,
So when you reach out your hand, my brain doesn't think nice. My brain thinks attack from above. Because in nature, anything that casts a shadow over me is a predator. A hawk, a fox, a cat, or you. My nervous system doesn't see a difference. Zero. Even if your hand smells like bread and sunshine, even if you're smiling. A smile is your language. My language is shadow, approach, the warmth of foreign skin on my feathers, and that language says only one thing: danger. Your hand approaches. I see it with my peripheral vision. We chickens have almost 300 degrees of sight. We notice everything except what's directly under our beaks. But your hand isn't under my beak. It's above me. I can't turn my head to watch it and look forward at the same time. So I make a choice. I freeze because movement attracts attention. And my job right now is to become invisible. A rock, a clump of dirt, anything but a living target. I don't have hands to push you away. I don't have claws to scratch you. Mine are weak. I only use them to scratch the ground. I have only a beak. It's sharp. Not for you, for worms and grains. But if you don't understand the first time, I will use it. And then you get offended. What an angry chicken, you say, rubbing your finger. And I'm just trying to say, step back. Please, step back. We don't know each other well enough for you to touch my back.
You think that if I freeze when you pet me, it means I like it? No, it means I'm too scared to move. For us chickens, freezing is the last defense before flight. But I can't run because you're blocking the exit. Your hand doesn't hit me, doesn't grab me, it just lies there. And that's the scariest part, because it's unclear. A hit, I understand. A hit means pain, then escape, then it's over. But an unclear touch can last forever. We hope the predator will lose interest if we don't move, like a toy whose batteries died. Boring, the hawk will think and fly away. Boring, the fox will think and run off. But you don't fly away, you don't run off. You keep moving your hand up and down, and I keep holding my breath. 1 second, another, a third. You pull your hand away. I exhale, and a minute later, you come back all over again. Do you know what happens inside me during those seconds? I'll tell you. We chickens have hearts that beat faster than yours. At rest, 200 to 300 beats per minute. When you pet me, up to 400. Not from joy, from fear. Blood rushes to my legs. Instinct tells me to run. But there's nowhere to run. Adrenaline floods my entire body. I become stronger for a few seconds. Nature preparing me for a sprint.
the feathers on my back lift up when you stroke against the grain. But you know what? They also lift up when you stroke with the grain. That's not I accept you. That's an involuntary reflex. In my wild ancestors, raising feathers meant I'm bigger than I look, don't attack. I fluff up in terror, and you think, so fluffy, she must love it. No, I don't love it. My body is just lying to you. Evolution taught me to lie to survive, and you fell for it. The strangest thing to me is that you do this for no reason. A predator attacks to eat. A predator grabs to drag away. You just touch, and you leave. And come back an hour later and touch again. 10 times a day. I don't understand this logic. Why touch something you're not going to kill or save? What's the biological benefit? This is some strange game of yours.
I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm saying we speak different languages. You grew up in a world where touch means love. Mom strokes your head, a friend pats your shoulder. I grew up in a world where touch means either food or death. There is no third option. When you scatter grain for me, I understand. When you change my water, I understand. When you just touch, I get lost. I don't know which of the two categories this belongs to. So I choose the worst one. I assume it's death. And I live in that assumption for as long as your hand is on me. And you know what's the saddest part? You don't even notice my fear. Because I hide it. Because if I show fear, the other chickens will peck me to death. That's how the flock works. I can't cluck in terror. I can't flap my wings. I have to sit still, pretend everything is fine, and wait. And you walk away thinking, what a calm chicken. I'm not calm. I'm frozen. Those are different things. There is one thing you can do that would actually make me feel good. Don't pet me. Seriously, just don't. Instead, sit next to me. Squat down at eye level. Don't lean over me. That's more shadow, more predator. Sit so I can see your whole face. And be quiet. Don't reach out. Don't make sudden moves. Just be there. 1 minute, 2, 5. After a while, I'll stop watching your every move. You'll become part of the landscape. Like a tree, like a rock, like that clump of dirt I never step on but have gotten used to. I'll start scratching the ground, preening my feathers, eating my grain, talking to the other hens. You'll be nearby, and that will stop being scary, because nothing scary happened, and nothing scary has happened for several times in a row. This is called trust. It's not built through petting, it's built through predictability. If every time you come near, something good happens, food, water, silence, no grabbing hands, I'll stop being afraid. My brain will log. This two-legged one is not dangerous. I can sit near him. I can turn my back to him. But if you keep touching just because you want to, I'll keep thinking you're a very strange predator. One who just hasn't killed me yet, but someday will. Because everyone kills sooner or later. That's what I wanted to tell you. Put this note back where you found it, or throw it away. I don't care. You can't read chicken language anyway. But if you ever want to pet me again, remember, I don't purr. I don't rub against your leg. I don't ask to be held. I just endure. And that's not what you were hoping for, is it? You wanted to make me feel good? You just made me scared. Just don't pet me. Sit next to me. Is that so hard? If you listen this far, you'll never look at a chicken in the yard the same way again. You don't need to fear her, you don't need to hate her, and you don't need to start petting her even more to make up for it. Don't bother, we already established that doesn't work. Just remember, touch without permission isn't affection. It's a boundary check, and the chicken has drawn her line. Now it's your turn to decide who you are to her. A friend, or someone who just hasn't eaten her yet. Subscribe to the channel if you want to hear the same kind of letters from a cow, a duck, or even your own cat. Spoiler alert, your cat isn't always happy either. He's just better at pretending. Write in the comments, do you ever ask animals if you can touch them? Or do you just reach out like everyone else? In the next video, we'll read a letter from a crow that watches you from the window every day. And trust me, her opinion of you is even harsher. Beak up, feet down. I'm gonna go dig up a worm now, without your help.